Today's highlights.
今日精彩预告。
Oh. Not all of them, just some of them.
What? Where?
Yeah. So Morat, the guy who owns this museum, he was friends with Lemmy, which is why we have all of this stuff.
Wow.
And if you were close friends with Lemmy, when you went to his funeral, they put his ashes in a bunch of bullets and gave them to you on a necklace. And he was too afraid to wear the necklace because he didn't want to lose Lemmy's ashes. So they are now in this case. So that bullet has Lemmy's ashes in them. But this is actual stuff from Lemmy. Generation X guitar, Bob Deerwood, Andrew's first guitar he learned to play, and carved Gibson into the headstock with a knife. And that is what this is. So they lied their way onto an actual music festival pretending to be a cover band, and then they
亲爱的时尚高潮的残编的铁粉，你们好啊！残编今天要告诉你们一个好消息啊！我现在 YouTube 开启了会员制度了，不是，应该算是铁粉制度了。只要加入我的铁粉，你就可以有很多好处了，可以有我超私密的 Q&A 问与答的，可以爆料我旁边所有黑历史的机会哦，然后还有一些只有铁粉才看得到的影片哦。Big announcement! I am opening up to membership on my YouTube channel now. And if you join my membership, you will get exclusive videos to membership-only videos, and you will get to dig out all the skeletons in my closet, because you will have the chance to have a Q&A exclusive session with me. So join our membership today. 就赶快加入时尚高潮残编铁粉 YouTube 铁粉系列哦，拜拜。
The Punk Rock Museum of Las Vegas.
拉斯维加斯朋克摇滚博物馆。
Las Vegas is known for its glitter, glamour, massive hotels and casinos, and one-of-a-kind music residencies.
拉斯维加斯以其辉煌、美丽、大型酒店和赌场以及独一无二的音乐驻场而闻名。
But it is just a short drive. From the famed Las Vegas Strip is the ultra-cool The Punk Rock Museum.
但您可知道，从著名的拉斯维加斯赌城大岛上，只要很短的车程即可到达拉斯维加斯超酷的朋克摇滚博物馆。
The Punk Rock Museum was established by Fat Mike Burkett, the lead singer and bass player of the legendary punk band NOFX.
朋克摇滚博物馆创建者是传奇朋克摇滚乐团 NOFX 的主唱兼贝斯手胖子麦克·伯克特 （Fat Mike Burkett）。
Among the museum investors are Pat Smear, The Germs, and skateboarder Tony Hawk.
博物馆投资者包括帕特·斯密尔 （James 乐团）和美国传奇滑板选手东尼·霍克 （Tony Hawk）。
The museum is a paradise for learning about the history of punk rock music through all of its memorabilia, provided by the artists themselves and fans.
博物馆透过各个名人和他们的粉丝所提供的纪念品来了解朋克摇滚音乐史。
In the glass cases are many band posters. Posters merchandise, t-shirts, leather jackets, clothing, Joe Strummer's shirt worn on his last tour, instruments, fan artwork, handwritten lyrics, The Clash, set lists, and so much more.
玻璃柜里有许多乐队海报、海报周边商品、T 恤、皮夹克、服装，包括史楚墨 Joe Strummer 在他最后一次巡演中所穿的衬衫、乐器、粉丝的艺术作品、冲击合唱团 The Clash 的手写歌词、歌曲目列表等等。
It's quite unlike any other museum, as you can actually get a chance to touch and play.
它与其他博物馆完全不同，因为它提供参观者可以触摸和玩乐的机会。
Our museum tour was led by comedian and punk rock fan Shane Smith.
我们的博物馆之旅由喜剧演员兼朋克摇滚迷 Shane Smith 带领。
It was so much fun as he took us into the various rooms in the museum, offering up stories, his own personal experiences, and lots of laughs.
他一边带我们参观博物馆的各个房间，讲述故事和他的个人经历，途中引发很多欢笑声，真是太有趣了。
Tours are conducted by special guests that include Dickie Barrett of Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, Brian Baker of Bad Religion, Jean Beauvoir of the Plasmatics, Warren Fitzgerald of the Vandals, Noodles of the Offspring, Glenn Matlock of the Sex Pistols, and Slim Jim Phantom of the Stray Cats.
导览由特邀嘉宾主持，特邀嘉宾包括 Mighty Boss Stones 的 Dickie Barrett、Bad Religion 的 Brian Baker、The Plasmatics 的 Jean Beauvoir、The Vandals 的 Warren Fitzgerald、The Offspring 的 Noodles、The Sex Pistols 的 Glenn Matlock 和 The Stray Cats 的 Slim Jim Phantom.
Where else in the world can you get to have a tour by musicians who were there and experienced it all firsthand?
世界上还有什么地方比这里更能让您亲身体验现场音乐家的巡回呢？
There were lots of memorabilia from bands like the Ramones, Misfits, NOFX, the Sex Pistols, the Clash, Green Day, the Germs, the Go-Gos, Black Flag, Scream, Social Distortion, T.S. Soul, Goldfinger, The Offspring, Sum 41, D.O.A, Babes in Toyland, Bad Religion, Sonic Youth, Nirvana Butthole Surfers, Lemmy, Motorhead, Skulls and the Cramps to name just a few.
博物馆里有许多来自各乐团的纪念品，包括 The Ramones, Misfits, NOFX, The Sex Pistols, The Clash, Green Day, The Germs, The Go-Gos, Black Flag, Scream, Social Distortion, T.S.O.L, Goldfinger, The Offspring, Sum 41, D.O.A, Babes in Toyland, Bad Religion, Sonic Youth, Nirvana Butthole Surfers, Lemmy, Motorhead, Skulls 和 The Cramps 等等乐团。
Some of my personal highlights were seeing Johnny Thunder's personal shoebox with his collection of live performance tapes.
我个人最喜欢的一些亮点是 Johnny Thunders 的个人鞋盒，里面装有他收集的现场表演卡带。
Lemmy's ashes, given to Mike Burnett when attending Lemmy's funeral and encased in a bullet. The actual couch that Kurt Cobain fell asleep on, great photo op. And a small piece of the original stage of CBGB's.
莱米 Lemmy 的骨灰在莱米的葬礼时装在子弹中，赠送给 Mike Burnett 寇特科本 Kurt Cobain 本人所睡过的沙发，超适合拍照打卡留念，以及一小块 CBGB 的原始舞台。
The guitar room was filled with donated guitars from Joan Jett, Mike Burnett, Pennywise, and others that you could grab and start playing.
吉他室里摆满了琼、杰特、Joan Jett、麦克、伯内特、Mike Burnett、彭尼怀斯、Pennywise 等人捐赠的吉他，参观者可以拿起这些吉他并随心演奏。
It brought out my inner musician.
这可激发了我内心的音乐家。
The museum has its own wedding chapel, unlike any other wedding chapel you might have been to, even in Las Vegas.
博物馆有自己的婚礼教堂。与您可能去过的任何其他婚礼教堂，即使是在拉斯维加斯的，截然不同。
If you are feeling inspired, there's also a tattoo parlor and a cafe.
如果您参观时获得灵感或很有 FU， 这里还设有纹身店和咖啡馆。
All the staff at the Punk Museum are passionate about the music and are so welcoming.
朋克博物馆的所有工作人员都对音乐充满热情，对时尚高潮的团队也格外热情。
Now allow us to take you on our tour.
现在，让残编带您跟时尚高潮的团队去参观吧。
They're a good band.
You know, the punk rock guys are like the worst people, you know. I say that lovingly. Yeah, exactly. But then you see them live and you go, this band's really fucking sick. Yeah, Green Day's awesome. Yep. This is hilarious. And then sent the letter to them. Yeah.
Send himself a "you suck" letter.
Yeah. It takes a long time for our records to get out. We need a singer who died.
Too cool for school. Look how cool this is. Oh my god. What a tribute. Woo.
Hilarious that the Global Commonwealth had 2 Subhumans bands, but whatever. These ashes are in here.
Oh.
Not all of them, just some of them.
What? What? Where?
Yeah. So Morat, the guy who owns this museum, he was friends with Lemmy, which is why we have all of this stuff.
Wow.
And if you were close friends with Lemmy, when you went to his funeral, they put his ashes in a bunch of bullets and gave them to you on a necklace. And he was too afraid to wear the necklace because he didn't want to lose Lemmy's ashes. So they are now in this case. So that bullet has Lemmy's ashes in them. But this is actual stuff from Lemmy. And then also, one of these laminates is from his funeral.
What?
They gave laminates away at his funeral in true Motorhead fashion, which is so sick. So yeah, I feel like Ace of Spades should be playing in this room at all times, but I'm not in charge, so what can I say? But yeah, not to be outdone though, if you're not into Motorhead, we have a bunch of Clash.
Yay.
Which is very, very cool.
We love Clash.
But
His greatest worth visiting.
Yeah,
but
tribute
Lemmy,
to Lemmy.
but Lemmy is in here, which is so sick. And then this is Lemmy's actual stack, or one of them. And these are like the actual settings he had on his bass, which are just all turned up to the maximum, which fucking rock. So funny just to be like, dial this up, I'm done. So, enjoy, pay your... So, the list of jackets is over here, so you can see whose is whose.
Your jacket up here.
Dude, you know what? My jacket's at home. I still wear it. But I don't have studs on my jacket because I ride a motorcycle sometimes, and I would like to not die. But yeah, these are all incredibly sick.
Well, you go, brother. I mean, I will work. Yeah, I do tattoos. I'm just here to.
This building's actually vacant.
So cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's my birthday, so I'm like proud to see you.
Come do it. What's that?
But they're huge from Toronto. They're like, you know. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, so I thought they broke up, but I just saw a sign
They just came back.
saying they're gonna play in October.
Yeah, once.
I don't think I would have ever walked those stairs.
Yeah.
You would think it's like, all right, it's time to go.
How's it going, guys? Welcome in. I'm Rob.
Big box.
Is it?
So do you do tours here too, or just
I do
kind of
not
hang out
know
here?
though. This is my room. We have to have somebody in here at all times to make sure
Okay.
no one gets crazy with any of the instruments. We don't need people actually thinking they're Kurt Cobain and smashing it on something. Well, folks, I am Rob. I'm the tech in the jam room today. I was just explaining these people, but I'm gonna run through some of the instruments that are in the room, let you know exactly what we have going on in here. I always start. I mean, no matter what tour you're on, you gotta start where the magic happens, right? So this is where this was Green Day's road case. This is their guitar tech case, and this is what we use now to do all the setups and maintenance on the instruments in the room, so you guys can actually come in and enjoy them. Starting in this corner here, we have Gabby Chaos of the Venomous Pinks. They are an up-and-coming all-girl punk band out of the Tempe, Arizona area. We have Rob Ruckus. He is one of our techs here in the room. He was also a Vegas legend. He played in The Vermin, FSP, and Self Abuse. We have Pat Smear's guitar from when he was in the Germs and Nirvana. Pete Collar.
Guitar is from that long ago, and it looks that good.
Yeah.
From the Germs. Wow.
Well, it's probably one of the only guitars that survived at that point. We have Pete Collar of Sick of It All. Mike Herrera of MXPX, now also of Goldfinger. We have Norwood of Fishbone. John Feldman of Goldfinger. Tim Armstrong of Operation Ivy and Rancid. I will always put Operation Ivy first. Fat Mike Burkett, founding father of the museum and also of NoFX. We got Mike Roche of TSOL. This gentleman here is actually holding Joan Jett's guitar.
Oh, okay, I'm dead.
She's done.
I just died.
You just died? Well, you get to hold that here in a minute then.
I might.
We have Trevor Keith of Face to Face. Joey Cape of Me First and Gimme Gimme's, also of Lagwagon. We have Spike Slauson of Me First and Gimme's ukulele there. Spike also played for bass for the Swinging Utters back in the day. We got Will Levy of A Story So Far. Chet from Wasted Youth. Cool thing about that amp is Robo from Black Flag drilled holes in that guitar to try to cut weight. Thing is, they added a steel pick guard, so it was a little counterproductive, but you know, that's how things go in the punk rock world. We have the Wasted Youth amp there. Actually, the components in there came out of one of Greg Ginn's amps, and you can also see that amp on stage in The Decline of Western Civilization. We have Brendan Kelly, bass from Lawrence Arms. The gold ESP in the corner there is Rob Ramos from Strung Out. Then we have the Ibanez guitar to go along with that Mesa Boogie and the half stack on top of it. That is Fletcher from Pennywise. Back when they were trying to get signed, I believe it's to Epitaph, to help persuade the record label, they sacrificed a bunch of their equipment. That was one that Fletcher threw out a second-story window out in Hermosa Beach and let it sit outside to rot. 30 days later, they were signed. We have Eugene Huntz from Go-Go Bordello. Mick Rossi from Slaughter and the Dogs. We also have the wash tub bass that's on the ground, the washboard, and the guitar that's on the wall over there with all the stickers on it. That is from Days and Days. The gold Epiphone Les Paul right there. That is James Lynch from Dropkick Murphys. Then we have Pete D from the Addicts. I always save this one to last but not least, but the keyboard that's hiding over there in the corner, that is I'm Gonna Kick Batman's Ass, Rock and Roll McDonald's, Wesley Willis's keyboard.
Nice.
So, everything in this room, easily get a $300 $300 to $500 guitar, put another $200 into it, and it's going to sound just as good as a $5,000 guitar.
Yeah. But you know your stuff, though. That's right.
I've been guitar teching for so many years. Yeah.
Were you ever on the road with any bands?
Let's see. Well, touring, and then I also worked with the Horror Pops, and then Necromantics a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, they're good friends of mine.
Okay.
And mostly just myself.
Your own,
You know, or I'm in town and somebody comes to town. They go, hey. Our guitar tech's, not able to make it.
Cool, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Sex Pistols.
Oh.
So these are all clothes that were worn during shows or just around in their regular everyday lives, which is wild. The Generation X guitar, Bob Deerwood, Andrew's first guitar he learned to play, and carved Gibson into the headstock with a knife. That's hilarious. It doesn't make it a Gibson, but kind of.
You can't tell him no, he's punk rock, so...
He did that thing where when you try to write happy birthday on a cake, where you start with happy, and then you go into birthday and you run out of space for this day. That's very funny. So... I love this shirt. I know, we're gonna look at some, we're gonna look at some stuff that is like really sacred to a lot of people that I will be like, this sucks and is ass. But this is awesome. The Fear saxophone, this is very, very, very cool. Black Flag, one of my favorite bands of all time. Obviously, I'm straight edge, so Black Flag is one of the greats.
Rollins.
Rollins is my all-time hero. If I met him, I would cry probably. So the story behind this poster, I actually knew before the tour. The Black Flag said that they were like a Creedence Clearwater cover band or something, so that they would get booked on this show, and then they went up and they started playing Black Flag songs, and the entire crowd attacked them, and that is what this is. So they lied their way onto an actual music festival pretending to be a cover band, and then they were like, "Welcome to hell, everybody," and started playing Black Flag songs. And
favorite band.
I'm actually going to keep going while you fight. Why not? Which is very cool. I have no idea why d.o.a is in the California section, because they are not a California
Ohio.
band.
Aren't they Ohio?
Yeah, so I don't know, but that's the actual d.o.a hat that they're into. I'm not a big d.o.a guy, but respect to the outfits. That's wild. So yeah, that's my Black Flag fact, and this saxophone is awesome. Also, pretty good set of tits. So, of course, we have all these show posters from Black Flag, which is, honestly, I would pay so much money to have this in my home.
Oh, you and me both.
Yeah. They're copies, but they're originals, so. But just like incredible that they took the time. Actual like little box he had under his bed or whatever. I don't know why it's over here and not in the UK section, but here we go. Like these are original posters, or original like staples. So just absolutely insane to have their jackets and their actual guitars that were played. So cool.
They were.
Yeah. So this cracks me up. These No Use for a Name wrote their set list on a longboard, a 10-foot longboard. I don't know. Apparently it was at a show. So they were just like, let's just have $1,000 set list on this big ass board that's worth so much money. And now it's here, which is just
so cool.
I don't know what punks are ever doing. Very cool. I don't know if anyone here surfs, but I do. And the idea is no worse for the wear. So yeah, Bay Area.
Ooh, that looks quite painful. Whatever happened there.
Yeah,
That's real, right?
The coyote head dress.
Oh
I am told it smells wildly bad. So, yeah. Fright wig, dress worn by guitar player Rebecca Servin. Very, very cool. Very cool. And there's her guitar with the hippie rose on it. That's, yeah, very fun.
Gaga with the meat dress seems like nothing compared to that.
I am a hardcore kid, so all of this is like my bread and butter. Kraut, Youth of Today, one of the greatest of all time. Nausea. These are actual boots worn by band members. The Cro-Mags, Agnostic Front, and Sick of It All. I thought I was going to remember that by heart, but I did not. So my brain.
For the full review, please click on the link in the description box below. 完整评价请看以下连结哦。And again, you're welcome. 还有不客气哦。Collaborations, or if you want to join our next event, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell and share. You can also add me online at Tinkeebellezza, Tinkeebellezza. Make sure the T is capital and send us a message first so we don't miss you. You can also add us online by our QR code. Make sure to follow and like us on Facebook as well at fashionecsta. That's www.facebook.com/fashionecsta. Follow us on Instagram at fashionecstasy. Also my personal account at tanya.fashionecstasy. We are also on Twitter at fashionecstasy and my personal account at shutanya. HSUTANYA. For more, just visit our website at fashionecstasy.com. Just Google search Fashion Ecstasy or in Chinese 时尚高潮. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. We upload videos every weekend, sometimes Friday, sometimes Saturday, sometimes Sunday, depending on my disability status. 谢谢观赏，旁边每个周末都会上传影片哦，记得按订阅、按赞、分享哦，铃铛要开启。